6 matchup for you here between the Carolina Panthers and the Los Angeles Rams. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. Mayfield off the play fake. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. This defense for the Rams, they were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope they'll recover.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Rams will go on offense here with the 1st and 10. Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10 at their own 27. Stafford. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
So quite a turn of events. This is 1st and goal from the 3. Following the interception, Mayfield. And it'll be caught in the end zone for the Carolina touchdown by DJ Moore. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Panthers are on the board first on the road here in L.A. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no return on this one. It's a fair catch, a single for and taken. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
2nd down, they'll go with Akers again. And he powers his way up past the 30. The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. Now Stafford. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things, get back to what works.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return. And the Panthers will take over now 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Mayfield's throw here into the hands of Moore. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
That's a nice throw there, and he's obviously feeling pretty good because, remember, he had a touchdown pass on the last drive, and here he comes out throwing again, and they wind up getting good yardage and a first down right out of the gate.
Mayfield knocks this forward. It's a jet sweep. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Last play they went over 20 yards. This time they top 30. So that about the shortest pass a quarterback can make, but it winds up going for a bundle.
Yeah, let's face it, in the stats, it sure looks like a heck of a throw, doesn't it? It's almost like in baseball when you get that little Texas leaguer that turns into a duck.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and that'll make the score 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
On first down, they'll stay with Akers on the ground. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Monday. Stay 50. Let's go.
Stafford. That's out to the flat for Akers. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. Stafford on 3rd down. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he is going to have the Rams first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches. Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
They'll try and run for this with Akers. And he is going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there.
I think they like this drive a little bit better than their partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
They'll fake it. Now Stafford sliding out of the pocket. Across the middle, and this pass complete to Cooper Kupp.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
Looking to throw again on second down. Stafford throws to his man on the out route. It's complete. That's Robinson. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Easy. Alert.
From the red zone now, Stafford. This one hauled in, and again it's Robinson. And the Rams are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. They'll run here with Akers. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
A terrible spot for a holding call as he'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. Stafford going to give this to Akers. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. On 2nd and goal, Stafford, he's got it. It's Higbee. Touchdown Rams. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Rams have cut it back within a score. Extra point by Gain is up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. Following the touchdown, here's Gain to kick it away. And Smith not going to bring it out, so it's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent offer a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Mayfield on play action. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And 22 more yards there and another 1st down.
Never want to underestimate what this young man does, but it's just more of the same from DJ Moore last season as we see him pick up a 1st down there. 3rd straight year above 1,100 yards. But also his 3rd straight year held to just 4 touchdowns. With his ability to move after the catch, and also...
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. So 2nd and long, you got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Another try after the 1st down sack. Mayfield. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
The partner guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Got his... Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And now the Rams have got it. Going the other way. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a play fake and it's Stafford. Got a man. It's Higbee complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. Across the middle, he finds Robinson. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. And the Rams at 3-2, a game over 500 here to start the season. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Brian Burns. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
Yeah, some real defensive resistance there, saying not so fast to a good drive. They had marched to the end zone the last time out.
Okay. 53, 32.
Throwing on third down, Stafford. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of running behind it. And they'll cut the lead back down to 14-10. So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Play fake. Mayfield. And this one is incomplete.
Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect, but as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm. Again from the 20 after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10. They go play action. Mayfield. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, so far on this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Mayfield now. And a throw there going to be incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down. And some space here. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 92 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ended up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is, because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case. Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
They'll run on 1st down with Akers. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Keep in mind they can still get a first down here as they come up on 2nd and inches. They'll go again here with Akers. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Cam Akers as the first half is winding down. And the Rams have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. The extra point by Gain is up and good. And it's now 17-14. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And obviously not fooling anybody here as they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. Wow, a big mistake there. Late interception in this first half, and that could lead to a field goal try the other way.
Yeah, I think at this point you just had to say, let's take a knee and go into the half and regroup. Let's just talk it over a little bit. I wonder, partner, was the analytics coach in his head a little bit? Maybe go ahead and press it and try and get some points? While the old school coach probably would have said, take the knee, let's get out of here.
Now we could see points the other way here. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. Oh, I think the Panthers have got it. They did. Carolina football. Starting the second half with a run by McCaffrey. And he is going to lose yardage here. The first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. They'll get a couple yards back, but not more than that. They'll be left with 12 yards to go on 3rd down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
We'll see what they have drawn up here a little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. On 3rd down, Mayfield. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down. Well, obviously, they never want to see penalties on that defense, but this one a little bit more significant there on the downfield pass play.
And coaches preach it all the time. You can't put yourself in that kind of position if you're the defender. You've got to stay in a spot far downfield where you can play the ball without creating extra contact.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. One of the best of the last decade or so, Bobby Wagner in to bring him down. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Mayfield looks to throw. Over the middle, complete into the hands of Trimble. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Mayfield knocks this forward. It's a jet sweep. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Now from the 9, here's second and goal. Mayfield into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And the Rams will take over here at their own 12-yard line. That's now a second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. That'll be caught. It's caught. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well, because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, but don't fumble the football.
So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. And he'll get it inside the 35. The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8. Off a play action. Here's Stafford. Gets this into the hands of the tight end, Higbee. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 14. A gain there of 21 yards. Here's a first and 10 at the 14-yard line. A give up the middle to Akers. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Off the fake to Akers. Here's Stafford. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Jeremy Chinn picks it off. There he goes, right side. The 30. 10. They're trying to tiptoe the pylon, but they're going to say he stepped out at the 1-yard line. So that changes things, no doubt. We thought we might be on the verge of our initial score of the game, but after that interception.
The long return.
Yeah, then they had that long return, and now it's the other sideline who might be the first to put the points up. They'll start out here with a jet sweep, and he is going to lose yardage here. Defensive coordinators love that. You got a quarterback willing to stick his nose in there, come up on run support, and stop that pop pass dead in its tracks.
And partner, one good thing about trying to defend that play, you should see it coming the whole way. You see the receiver coming in motion in your direction. Nice job eluding the blocker, making the play behind the line of scrimmage, but even better job studying the play before you have to try and defend it in a game. As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Mayfield to throw for it on 4. Touchdown! DJ Moore with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Panthers have evened the ball game with a chance to take the lead here in the final minute of this third quarter. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that will put them on top here in the third. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half.
Stafford. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
They'll go with a keeper. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on fourth.
I think in this situation, all you want to do is make sure your guys are set up front. No one jumps, no penalties. Sometimes we even call cadence, just go and pick it up.
Yeah, because it's on them, and the quarterback's job's pretty easy there.
It really is. You talk about inches, just go get it.
3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Two first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Play action. Stafford. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Jeremy Chinn picks it off. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick six for a Panther touchdown. Gonzalez now to add the extra point. And with that, the lead is up to 8.
Makes the score Panthers 28, Rams 20.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And can they regroup? That's the question. The pick six hurt, no doubt, but this is still a one-score game here in the fourth. And he's going to have a Rams first down as he's got this past the 35 to about the 37.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Going right back to Akers. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
The gain of 7 brings up 2nd and 3.
Now it's Stafford. That's out to the flat for Akers. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
They'll go with Akers here up the middle. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. 158 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing is Stafford. And it's incomplete, broken up. But there is a flag down. Let's see what that's about.
So pass interference, the call there. Always, obviously, Charles, such a subjective call. You agree with the penalty?
Well, from where we're standing right now, I think the officials are tightening things up here in the second.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Jeremy Chinn picks it off. And the Panthersons are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Mayfield off the play fake. And this is taken in at the 5. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Now, we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go Band of Brothers thought process. No one left behind, no pointing fingers, no accusations, because if you don't, those quick strikes we just saw, they become long-lasting.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Mayfield knocks this forward. It's a jet sweep. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Mayfield knocks this forward. It's a jet sweep. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Down, Mayfield. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Picked off by Ernest Jones. And the Rams are right back in this football game.
A seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
Yeah, he's able to push his way forward somehow for a gain of about 2 yards. 2nd down now. They'll fake it. Now Stafford. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear of risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get them the completion.
We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And they've got a 4th down now in a game that, to be honest, has been pretty much everything we could have asked for. Desperation time for Stafford on 4th down. Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. Now it's Stafford. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off.
And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker.
Dante Jackson picks it. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. Handoff, McCaffrey running right, and he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Mayfield to throw. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. And this being inside 2 minutes of play, everything coming from up above. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and the lead is up to 15 now. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them, not necessarily that you look at your plays.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Xavier Woods with a pick. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Well, the lead late in the 4th, but Mayfield's going to throw it.
Yeah, this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game.
And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Now Mayfield. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one. Not to have another turnover on his ledger.
Now Mayfield on 4th down. And this is caught. He hits more. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds.